You know, if that didn't already happen in a movie. Boop. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I am the one and the only Mrs. Rose Wilson, and you have entered Mom Chronicles, okay? And if you have not been here before, don't forget to subscribe. Click that bell to be notified, okay? As I have been dropping major videos. Normally I drop it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. But if the topic is just too sweet for me to hold on to, I'm gonna drop it unexpectedly. Alright, so click that bell to be notified. Today's video is near and dear to my heart. As y'all see, I'm smiling because I saw Bad Boys for Life today. Okay, just a little bit about my past with Bad Boys. Bad Boys, the first one, was the first movie me and my sister cousins, and if you do not know who they are, they were in my Thanksgiving videos. I will link all those videos down in the description so you can see each one and who everybody is, okay? But that was the first video we ever went to the movies to see. Okay, and that's the first movie that our family can afford to take all of us to go see because we were always together. So I remember we got there kind of late, so it had kind of already started a little bit, or at least most of the previews had started. But it was crowded, and man, like, I had never seen like some beautiful men on the screen like that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So I was about 10 years old when the first one came out, and so just going back to when we saw it in the theaters for the first time, which was my first experience in the theater at 10 years old. You know, back in the day, we used to have, instead of having Netflix and Hulu and all that, it used to be Blockbuster or Family Videos or something like that, where you would go in, you would rent the VHS, and you know, you pay for how many days you wanted. You would pay for a late fee if you don't bring it back on the right day. Y'all know how that go. And because, you know, we didn't always have a lot of money, that's what we did every weekend. We rented Bad Boys every weekend for months, probably for a few years, okay? And that was our thing. And so this whole franchise of the Bad Boys with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence just means so much to me. So when, you know, me and my sister cousins found out that Bad Boys for Life was coming out this weekend, we actually tried to meet up, but a lot of them live in the Midwest and some lives even further south than I do, and so we were actually trying to meet in one location. But one of our sister cousins it's her wedding anniversary this weekend, so obviously we're gonna let her, you know, enjoy her wedding anniversary with her husband. So we couldn't get together because that's how important this movie is to us growing up in our childhood, right? So as I said, the first video of the first movie, Bad Boys 1, came out in 1995. I was 10 years old, and just right now, if I didn't have on a sweater, you can see the goosebumps. The part where Will Smith is running down the street with his shirt open, that was my first real, like, ooh la la for a man. I'm just gonna be honest with you, or for the opposite sex, should I say. And just that part, it was just like, for years, you know, probably for about 2 or 3 years, I was just like, oh my God, like Will Smith, like I was just infatuated with him in that scene, okay? And so that's why I said I watched it so many times. I will say this though, watching all of, you know, the Bad Boys movies, I feel like, you know, when Marty Marr was obviously a lot thinner and smaller, he did do a bit more action moves, but because in the first one he did move around a lot more fighting scenes, things like that. So like in the very first one compared to the other two. But the next one, which was Bad Boy 2, it came out in 2003. That was the year I graduated from high school, and we went to the movies 2 or 3 times to see it. Yes, I paid my money 2 or 3 times in the movies to see it because it was that good. And it trumped the last one. And because Bad Boys 1 is still, you know, one of my favorites, period. So, you know, at that time, you know, 1999 to 2003, what is that, like 7 years? Or, no, that's 8 years? Yes, 8 years. So it's been, you know, quite some time. You know, I'm 18 or turning 18 next year, so quite some time. And I really enjoyed Bad Boys 2 as well. And so obviously I did, because I went to go see it 2 or 3 times in the theater, like every weekend for like 2 or 3 weekends. Don't judge me. All right. At one point I had Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2 on DVD. I don't know what happened to them, but I did, because that franchise is life. So at the beginning of, was the end of 18, beginning of 19, when they talked about, you know, the Bad Boys franchise coming out, you know, with Bad Boys 3, or what you call Bad Boys for Life, I was ecstatic. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, they are older now, and so, you know, I was excited to kind of see what they could do. You know, Will Smith, you know, who plays Mike Lowry, he, you know, is, you know, the one with swag, and, you know, he, you know, ladies man and all of that. Being that they're older now, they like in their 50s, I really want to see these fighting scenes and these action scenes, because I'm like, you know, you ain't the young buck. You know, Mike Lowry is, you know, old or whatever. So, or older, I'm not gonna say older. So I was excited to see that part. I was excited to see, you know, if they kept, you know, the same wife, Teresa, at, you know, for, you know, Martin. And for whatever reason, my mind is drawing a blank on what my name was in the movie. I can't even, I just seen the movie this morning, but see if his wife or his children were the same. I was really excited to see those parts. I will say, if you have not seen it, go and see it. It was a very good movie. The way the writers had everything work itself out was amazing, was spot on. I couldn't have came up with that rendition on my own, being that I love the franchise so much. Okay. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I absolutely can go see it again. Okay, spend my money again. And I went to go see it at RPX. That's what it's like, surround sound, and, you know, the screen is super big, so it's kind of like you in the movie. Yeah, it was everything. Okay, better be lucky I couldn't go see it on Thursday night, and because my kids had school on on Friday, because I sure wanted to go see it on Thursday, like midnight premiere, but my kids had school on Friday, so I had to be a good mom. Mom Chronicles 2.0. So I got a bright and early this morning. Like, I had my clothes picked out last night. I had, you know, I knew what I was gonna be wearing. I had my edges wrapped, like my frames picked out, lip gloss, or, you know, yeah, I had lip gloss, you know, whatever I was gonna be wearing, whatever I was gonna be doing, that's what I had set aside, because I was not gonna be late for this, you know, this movie, this premiere. I will say, I thought more people would have been in the movie that I was in, the movie theater I was in, but like I said, I went to RPX. Even though I went to matinee, I went like 10 something this morning. It was about $5 more than the matinee, which is like normally like 9 something, $9 and like 60 cents. So many people don't want to pay the extra $5, just went to the standard movie. So my movie wasn't as packed, but the rest of the Bad Boy theaters was piggity packed. Like, you couldn't get no last minute tickets, there were no seats, the list goes on. So I was very happy with Bad Boys for Life. It was a lot of clenching my pearls, grabbing a seat. The seats leaned back. They were like huge recliner seats, and I was sitting up and leaning back and like leaning over at my seat, and I was just like I was laughing, and it was so much suspense but comedy all at the same time. What I think about Bad Boys for Life is that I absolutely hope it's a Bad Boys 4, and I know that in the news right now they're talking about it. I love it. I love the series, or the franchise of the Bad Boys movies. I hope they come up with a Bad Boys 4, kind of like keep, you know how they got the Fast and the Furious, you know, trickle on, you know, took some people out, killed some people off, or they pretended to kill some people off, brought them back, yada yada yada. I want them to be a Bad Boys 10. That's what I want. I absolutely want that. I would love to, you know, maybe in Bad Boys 4, you know, maybe, you know, somebody's child or grandchild becomes, you know, a detective of maybe, you know, the descendants of, you know, Mike Larry, or what is his partner's name? I'm just gonna say Martin Lawrence. I can't think of what his partner, what Martin Lawrence's name is in the movie, but maybe that, maybe one of them become captain, maybe, you know, if that didn't already happen in the movie, boop, or anything. I don't know, but I would love to continue to see the series to continue. I'm not serious, I'm sorry, the franchise to continue. I'm really happy with what they did with Bad Boys for Life. Thoroughly satisfied, okay? And I want to know if y'all, first of all, if y'all have seen the other two Bad Boys. If you have not, please go on Hulu, Netflix, whatever you need to go do, Fire Stick, to go watch it, because especially at this stage in the game, you know, being that Bad Boys for Life came out 2020, and then we're talking, so 25 years of this, you know, franchise. I want to know, you know, if you have seen Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2, and Bad Boys for Life, which one is your favorite? That's the first thing. Second of all, do you think it should be in a Bad Boys, I guess, for, even though this one is called Bad Boys for Life? The third thing is that out of all three movies, what is your favorite part? And I told y'all my favorite part of all three movies. I can't tell you what happened in Bad Boys for Life, okay? But what I am gonna say, out of all three movies so far, is when, you know, Mark Larry's running down the street with his shirt open. That's the number one. Because I could tell you something else, but then it's going to be letting you know what happened in Bad Boys for Life. And I ain't no spoiler, because I really enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed the movie, so I ain't going to spoil it for you. But comment down below what's your favorite part of at least the first two movies, if you haven't seen the third one. Okay, now y'all, this is Mom Chronicles 2.0, and y'all be sweet.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Let's go. Get my tea. What's his name? Sean T on. Let's go.